Hey everyone, Draco here, and I want to go over with you my P100 IRI 1 or top tier IRI, what I like to call the Nick Cage Survivor build. This is a build that I use pretty much every match. I've gotten a lot of clutch wins out of it, and I'll kind of explain that. So let me break it down for you. Number one, self care. So either we don't have a med kit, which at this point will allow us to heal without a med kit at 35% the normal speed. Deliverance, so after performing a safe hook rescue on another survivor, Deliverance will activate. We now have a 100% chance of successfully unhooking ourselves during that first escape attempt. After we do unhook ourselves, it'll trigger us to have the broken status effect for 60 seconds. Next, we have Alert, so whenever the killer performs a break action, the killer is revealed to you for 5 seconds. And lastly, I know it is a perk that hardly anybody runs anymore, but is still a clutch perk, is Distortion. We start off with one token. When our aura would be red, it'll consume that token. However, for each 15 seconds that we spend in chase, we will recover a token up to a max of 2. And then item wise, just bring whatever you feel comfortable with. Flashlight, med kit, it's really up to you. But let me kind of explain how I've made this build work for myself. And again, every survivor build or every individual survivor is different, right? So if you are someone that likes running windows of opportunity, that might work for you. Really, the flex perk in this whole build is going to be slot 1. So a lot of times what I have done, especially during end game, to secure either a 3-man out or even a 4-man out, is I will utilize once I have Deliverance. So you always want to be the one to get the first hook rescue, so that way Deliverance will activate. And then when you get put into a situation during endgame where the killer will hook one of the survivors and you have the other 3 or even 2 in the gate area trying to heal themselves, so that way they can come rescue you. If you're close enough, what you could do, utilize Deliverance, jump off, you'll gain the endurance status effect. So if you get hit within that time period, it's almost like dead hard, right? So it buys you a little bit more time, gives you a speed boost, and then allows you to get to the exit gate. I have done that quite a few times to get some clutch victories. Alert. So that way it just kind of lets you know right off the bat which killer you're facing. So it kind of gives you a quick opportunity to strategize. Now, the only time that alert will not proc is if you're facing tier 1 Myers, Ghostface, and Shroud mode, as well as Wraith when he is cloaked. That is the only time that this perk will not proc. And then Distortion, very simple. You still have killers that are running Lethal Pursuer, nowhere to hide. So this will buy you an opportunity to stay hidden if you're close to getting your gen finished. Now, one thing I will say, and I've seen this happen time after time after time, just my opinion, but it works for me. Stop running to your first gen. As soon as the match starts, as soon as I see one of the survivors run to their first gen, I can almost guarantee 99.9% they are the first ones to be found by the killer because they left scratch marks. Practice some patience, learn to walk to your objectives, learn how to quickly walk and evade the killer by walking around specific areas, and think of areas you yourself as a killer would normally go into, that you would normally look for, and then utilizing that thought process, hide in the areas that you yourself wouldn't look for, because a lot of times that's how I'm easily able to escape and stay off the radar. And quite honestly, using this build, I'm generally either never hooked or I'm the very last survivor to be hooked while everybody else has 2 hook states in already. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. What do you think of the build? How would you improve it if you could? But definitely give it a try out in your games and let me know. I'm Draco, and I'll see you in the next one.